Okay guys, so I've sort of rebooted, and hopefully it will just make things better. I'm not sure what's causing it, but I don't know whether you see, I think we did show, or it did show what happened, but I basically lost that game due to that non-stop time down, you know, reconnection issues. Oh no, now we got stuff on the website. So obviously, needless to say, I'm not happy about it. I mean, what can I say? What can I do? You know, the only thing I will, you know, cling to is that I think I was winning that. I was going to win it. I don't know why I didn't do the exchanges quicker. I mean, that's just a bit silly of me. Because I would have had the advantage on the two pieces that I could have defended if needed to. But this is all taking so long, you know, to load and play and stuff, that I'm wondering really whether it's going to work out or not. Okay, well, I'll send this tweet now then and see what's happening. Okay, well, we are green then. So I'm going to get cracking then and go with it. And as I say, try and stay positive. I mean, if the worst comes to worst, what will happen is I'll start getting bronze matched up with bronze players and stuff, and I'll just have to sort of chip away again at getting back up. I mean, I've lost so much now. This is the lowest I've plummeted to now. I mean, as I say, that last game is a shocker, because I would have had, that was a silver kernel, I believe. That would have sort of picked me right back up again, I think. So you know, there's a concern here that if that keeps happening, I'm going to have to seriously consider what to do with the gameplay. You know, I mean, like, I don't think this would happen on my internet at home, but I'm not sure. I mean, if it's the software that's causing this, but I mean, obviously, you know, I've been running the channel now for a while, so I haven't had this happen too often. So sorry guys, and that come and join from Twitter. You know, you might be newcomers to the channel, and it's sort of a bit like what's going on there, you know, with all of that. But unfortunately, I'm sort of at the mercy of this internet connection in my office, and it has been having problems recently. But we've been doing all right the last sort of few batches of weeks of months of streams, you know. So apologies is all I can say. I mean, that was just a mega disappointment to go through that game like I was, you know, with success like I was, and to not get the result. I mean, I wish I'd have got a move on with the exchanges, like I say, and got things cracking down to the bare bones, and then I would, you know, I mean, I was trying to sort of obviously make the advantage even greater, and then I would have been, you know, much more keen to go charging in there. I mean, I didn't know where the spy was, but I think we worked it out towards that end point there. We sort of thought it was, I thought it was in the corner there. So yeah, apologies guys, and disappointments all round there. Trust me, there's no one more disappointed with that one than me. Looks like we got movement here and stuff, but not getting anyone here now. So yeah, in this one I just put into battle we go. Thanks there, XSAP Gamer. Thanks for that instant retweet there, much appreciated. And I hope I can sort of return some of your, everyone that watches, you know, to return some of your support, you know, or sort of good vibes, you know, by giving you wins like bronze general. So this is what I was thinking, you know, that we're going to get this. Now, potentially the risk we're going in now against bronze players is here. They could have Marshall Blitzers coming down, so this setup might be a bit of a tricky one. I think OSOC, the OSOC Stratego channel that I'm sort of used this little tip from with this setup, he does say that this is more a setup to get you into gold. So I've got to be aware of that, and that obviously these bronze level players might be much more able to deal with what I'm doing here, you know, because they're sort of more likely to charge through. So Okay, so he's now, yeah, he's sort of decided to attack there. So let's see what we got here. He may sort of come down there. That's a scout. Okay. So let's see here. What's he gonna do? All right. So that's a Louis there. So we'll take that. He's probably obviously going to have something here, I would imagine. So I'm just going to sort of sit pretty then for the time being on that. Okay. Alright, well, I'll move up again then and use this Louis. I mean, I may sort of, you know, take a bit of a chance here. Oh, right, okay, well, I mean, it could be his marshal coming in there behind, obviously. So, I mean, I'm going to risk it, you know, and hope for the best here with his bluffing. Okay. Yes, it looks like he is, so that's handy. So I've got myself a major out of that, so I can sort of go ahead here, I guess. Oh wow, so he's now lottoing with his colonel straight in like this here. Okay, well, I mean, I'll take the exchange because I'm now up a major. And he's got something there that sort of, we can sort of see what that is, I guess, if I want. Maybe a spy or, okay, so it's a minor. So, alright, well, I'll just press back a bit so that I've got a route. Okay, so I mean, it's unlikely that he's going to press, he's going to have a minor covered by his marshal, but he's probably, yeah, looking to sort of come in a minute. But I mean, that is an area where okay, that is an area obviously where his marshal could be. And let's see here. Oh, well, he's not taking that bait, so that's odd. I mean, what's he trying to do? I'm not sure. Alright, so he's just sort of going for anything here, really. Alright, well, yeah, and this minor now, I need to sort of move again because he knows that's moved. Oh, he didn't know that scout had moved. I mean, he is a bit of a lottoer. Let's see what he's going to do here. Oh wow, okay, so yeah, he's just totally charging in with his general. Okay, so that's alright, then we put that out of its misery. So alright, well, you know, he didn't do a great deal of damage. I mean, that's probably the marshal now coming in, so I might just sort of protect in case that is. Yeah, wow, so that was handy that I just sort of was proactive there for his sort of frustration. So we may get a quit out of him here, so that's alright. You know, we can sort of stop panicking now about this general getting jammed in here, or, you know, not having an escape. Well, you know, I really did need that, didn't I, guys? Hope you enjoyed that sort of tidying up of that opponent. So yeah, thank my lucky stars I'm back there. silver captain, you know, or anything lower than that's a real sort of sickener to see. And as I say, I certainly do not believe that I should be in this position. I know I need to maintain silver colonel and above, I would say. I mean, a silver major, I'm not happy with, to be honest. I think I'm above silver major. But I've got to prove it. Talk is cheap, you know. I've got to get the results. So yeah, that was an interesting one there. It's lucky I was being proactive with that and getting my spy in there. And yeah, that's definitely going to be a morale boost. I don't like the fact here we've got slow video output health here. It's sort of a bit scary for me. And I'd like to get, you know, a few more games in this stream here as quick as possible. But yeah, that was a good one. That's a sort of old classic attack of aggression coming in. I mean, he did a fair amount of damage with that general that he came charging in with, you know. I was lucky in a way that he sort of headed towards my marshal. He could have done a real amount of damage the way he avoided the bombs in there. So I've got to be pleased that I managed to deal with that. That was a classic lotto, really, you know. I mean, the moment I sort of went up with my general, he didn't seem to be that bothered, did he? Well, I mean, his marshal was on the other side, wasn't it? So I suppose he didn't have much choice. But he made the decision, instead of sort of trying to pin my general, he made the decision to come charging in. So okay, taking its time. Sorry guys, can't win today in so many aspects, you know. Can't win. Okay, here we go. Great. Can't seem to win on the... Oh, well, I think I played this one earlier on, didn't I? I'm not sure, not 100% sure, but I've got to do better if I did, because I don't think I would have won if I did play them earlier. I've got to be confident. Got to do a better job than I have been on things. I mean, now I'm starting to wonder whether my spy is in the right place for this setup, you know. I mean, saying that though, Osok, who you know, as I say, I've mentioned, I've sort of using this idea with, he does have his spy here in this setup, so it's not too far off. Okay, so let's just press up here. Yeah, I'm going to start. I need to sort of go back to a bit of my roots, really, and start using a bit more deception and tactics, really. Oh, okay, so now he's got that there. He'll probably come in for an exchange. Yeah, a bit more sort of deception with my play. Oh, okay, so that's a general there. Interesting. So he's got a first line general coming down, perhaps. So, alright, well, I've got to make route this way then, I guess, you know. So that colonel, once he sort of gets exposed, he's got a route out. And then, I mean, I might just start to sort of move the spy up in a central position here anyway, because you know, I would imagine that obviously the marshal will be coming in any other way. Okay, so let me see, what does he sort of know there and doesn't know. I mean, yeah, what he could just be doing is looking to do exchanges once he sort of knows he's up a little bit, you know. But yeah, we know the general there now, so Okay, so yeah, he knows that's going to be a sort of defensive piece behind there, I would imagine. So I don't want to sort of take too many. Okay, so he's now saying that that isn't his spy there. So alright, well, which way do I want to do this? Yes, I want to do it this way. Let's see here. Alright, so I mean, he knows that's a captain. I mean, I might just sort of see if he's bluffing. Yeah, okay. Alright, so now he's now doing it that way. Let's see what he's got here. Now this sort of coming over. Let's see. Wow, okay, so that's his marshal. So yeah, we've got to fix on his general, and his marshal is down there then. Alright, so okay, well, yeah, so now then, I mean, spy, he's I mean, he does know, I think, well, he knows that this one below is obviously up for grabs. I mean, I could potentially sort of lure him down. Alright, well, I'll sort of press up here then and just take it easy. Take a bit of a risk with this captain. I mean, this is the sort of strategy I was using previously anyway on games. Okay, so let's see. So if I go along here, sort of press up. I mean, what I may do is, yeah, sort of go up with the major, really, because right, so he does know that's a captain, so I wonder if he's sort of bluffing again there. And potentially, I mean, he might want to sort of test on that one. Okay. So, alright, well, he's probably just looking to test there. I mean, I'm hoping obviously now he'll sort of come in. I mean, I guess I should sort of maybe mobilise my marshal ready in case that general comes down. I mean, this I would imagine to be a bluff, really. Yeah, it's a bit of a tense one here. Let's check that. Oh wow, okay, so that's a colonel. So we have got a colonel pinned in, and we know that he's general and he's marshal over there, so I mean, I'm going to have to sort of try and bluff this colonel into coming the other way. So yeah, we've got the marshal there, the general there. Oh, right, so he's now making a route out for his colonel. So that's interesting that he's managed to do that. And what I can do is maybe sort of Let's get a test on that then. See what else we got down there. It's a little bit tense. Okay, yeah, so let's see if there's bombs down there as well. Okay. Let's see if I can sort of trap stuff down there. So that's his kernel moving away. So I mean, I guess I gotta just start to prepare a little bit down this way. See if we've got a bomb down there. I mean, he may be coming in now with his kernel. And now he's obviously, yeah, he may be sort of coming back around with his with his marshal there. So, okay. Let me think here then. What's the best way? I mean, obviously the spy is something that I want to get. Alright, so actually I just want to be careful I haven't lost track of his marshal there now. I've just lost track of it now, I think. I've got a feeling it was this one, so I'm going to have to try and get a refix on it. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, okay, so he's now moving that kernel back. I think he was probably looking to cover there then. Because, you see, once he finds out where my marshal is, looking to counter. So, alright. I can do the refix this way, can't I? Oh yeah, that is the marshal, yeah. Wow, so that was close that I didn't do that. So, yeah, now then, obviously once this is revealed, I need to get out. And prepare, you know. So, alright, well, the challenge is on to get to his spy now. But I mean, yeah, what we do know then, the kernel there, I mean, the kernel there means that what was I thinking? Yeah, the spy is likely to be this way. So now he just moved the general over. This one's come over to sort of threaten. Okay, so alright, so then that was the kernel there. And then if I sort of put threat down this way, I might be able to force his general back down here now. If he doesn't do a test on it. So there is a sort of moment here for me to potentially sort of catch him. But I'm really lucky that I managed to get the refix on the Marshall. That's a shame. Okay, well, I mean, what's the situation on sergeants? He is up a sergeant, so I mean, this is looking like a bomb now. This could be potentially a spy. Oh, okay, so that's a bomb as well then. Alright. So, okay then, well, so now then we've got a captain here, we've got a general here, we've got a colonel here, we've got the marshal here. That means then, and we've got a bombs potentially there. Let's sort of press up here with this colonel, try and nab this captain. And that's the colonel now getting tucked back in there. We can sort of potentially come up here now. I don't believe he knows that's a Louis coming in. So alright, so we know we've got a colonel there then. We've got a captain here. We've got his general here. Is he gonna sort of take the bait this time, or not? I mean, he could potentially sort of come in. Ah, wow, he hasn't. He doesn't believe it, does he? So, wow, okay, so I mean, I guess, well, I'm gonna have to move that out. But he does, yeah, so that's a pity. He probably knows the other one is a colonel as well, so shame. He's probably going to come down. So I'm not worried about that one. I can't remember if okay, so yeah, I mean, he's trying to sort of fake there. He's got, oh no, he hasn't got any scouts, so I mean, I could sort of potentially fake him this way. I mean, I'm hoping he's sort of forgotten that that's the colonel there. Alright, so yeah, I mean, he's potentially sort of just coming down that way. So I just need to sort of protect really down there, I guess. I mean, it could be his colonel. Oh, is that the colonel that's coming in? It's probably something lower. Oh, right, okay, so yeah, he's decided to go at it with his spy there, so that's interesting. I wonder which way I should go down, up, down, or up, really. See if he's going to come charging all the way down, is he? So that's his colonel there, I guess, you know. Let's see here what he's going to do. I mean, I might be able to sort of get a route back round. Put threat on it, or be able to drag it back. Now he's sort of looking to do an exchange, I guess. That's alright, I've sort of managed to salvage that then. And I've managed to get his spy out of that. I mean, if he wants to do an exchange, okay, well, I mean, I'd rather sort of the captain, you know, obviously. But it's a shame I didn't have the sort of trap set there. So, okay, well, so now, yeah, I mean, I could do is sort of getting my general back into play down here now. Let's see. He's obviously coming in for the exchange, so I'm going to have to sort of try and get this out of here. And I may be able to sort of, yeah, oh, well, that's handy, because now that's a colonel and a general now in a position that he's not going to be happy about in a minute, especially if he doesn't move again. I mean, I've got his spy as well now, so come on now, make your move. I've got his spy now as well, so I don't even need to worry about chasing any of that. I can sort of just pin this now, so that's good. I can just get that out of there safely now. I mean, he's not going to be able to do anything with that general now. I mean, you can sort of look to try, you know, and do something. I mean, he's going to take that bluff, I wonder. Because we know we got that bomb there. Oh, I have got all his scouts as well. So I can realistically look to pin that colonel. If he wants to do that. Alright, so in order to defend that, so yeah, now he's sort of thinking this one's a spy. And obviously I've got to hope he goes the other way. And at least now potentially, you know, I can do some other stuff now. Start moving up with some other pieces. I mean, yeah, so we know we've got one colonel over there now, so providing I sort of keep his keep my general in play here now. I've got to look to sort of obviously defend with this. And I mean, you know, there's a potential. Alright, so yeah, I mean, he's probably looking to sort of pin on stuff with his marshal there, yeah, so it's gonna have to be something that I'm gonna have to sort of bite the bullet on. Let's see. I mean, alright. I mean, it is a shame that it is a major. I shouldn't have left that really over there. I should have started tucking that in. So, alright then, well, now I guess the spy needs to sort of just come up here a little bit more, so that I can do stuff with it. I mean, and then it is the general that I'm going to need to sort of really, and the colonels, I mean, down here, you know, colonels down here to stop other things moving. Let's see how much of an attack he's going to want to do here. So I mean, that is the marshal, that one that's coming in. And now the colonel's, I've just lost track of where he's put. I think that's the colonel there then. But he's, yeah, he's going to be a bit scuppered. Right, so now, yeah, now he's sort of doing it that way. So I mean, yeah, if he wants to sort of come in on this sort of fake spy on it, you know, then I can sort of deal with him, I guess. It's a bit of a risk though, having this spy. I mean, he hasn't got any scouts though, so I'm not concerned too much about it. But we did have a bomb there, so I guess, yeah, I need to work out if there's any other stuff. Let's think what's the best way. And I guess try and get a colonel up here as well to protect, because that was the one down there that's the colonel. Maybe get a spy in here. Okay, so now he's, yeah, he's now looking to sort of double check what's what, and sort of come in the back end. So let's see what he's going to do here. See if he's going to sort of take the bait there. I mean, now he's sort of coming down, looking to sort of come across now. So I mean, I'm hoping I've sort of faked him enough. Alright, so I mean, I potentially could pin his marshal now, which is good. And now he's obviously going to look to sort of come in on it, I guess. So right, well, what's the best way here then? I mean, I'm hoping he's going to think I've made a mistake, you know, that I'm now bringing the spy back that I suggested it was before. But yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one to know how I'm going to sort of defend this properly. I mean, obviously I don't want to lose the spy. Ah, so that's good. Excellent. I thought he might think that I'd had the spy up there earlier, you know. So that's a real turning point there. I mean, now I guess he's probably looking to lotto, maybe. Yeah, alright, well that's handy though, because he's going to end up in my triple trap, my famous triple trap down there. So he's sort of facing certain disaster here now. And now he's got one of his kernels pinned. Okay, that's great. Well, this is a relief now that I'm getting some sort of luck again, you know, on things. Okay, great. So yeah, I mean, that was not easy though, guys, you know. Really has lifted my confidence though, that I'm you know, I mean, I started to get to the point that I just didn't know what the earth I was doing, you know, in games. I just really was in a bad spot, you know, not only gameplay wise with the results, but just, I mean, I know it's my fault because I did think I was just zoning out at times, you know, that too many games and stuff, but it kind of lifted me, all these defeats, you know, and got my focus back. And I mean, that was a real challenging one there, because it weren't easy at all. That was one of them players that sort of knew how to deal with stuff. So I would say that that's the first win that I can really be pleased about, with this new setup, you know, this new style. So that's good, you know, it's good sort of yardstick for me there, and good sort of practice, you know, that I've managed to do something constructive with it. You know, and he sort of went down in a blaze of glory there with his sort of lottoing and stuff. So yeah, I was lucky that the spy bluff worked for me, you know. I was a bit worried about that, the way that was panning out. So excuse me, I'm gonna have a break because I've got to celebrate on that win, and yeah, we'll be back shortly. I won't schedule streams because I'm just going to come straight back on. Yeah, so you know, as long as it takes me to go and sort out a couple of bits and have some fresh air and that. Alright, so I'll see you soon. Back up to Silver Captain. Thank our lucky stars. Alright, I'll see you soon. Bye.